I got kidnapped by Happy Mondays one time. It was just before they were going to do their famous last record in Barbados, and I got a couple of messages on my machine from Sean. John, I want to speak to you, you got to come round, I walked in and all of the band were there and the manager, and I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And it explained, all of the band, that is, except for the guitar player Mark Day. Basically they told me about this plan to go out to Barbados and to do their album. Right, John, we're gonna go to Barbados, what do you think of that? I was like, that sounds really good, nice one, good for you, and like, it's gonna be great, dead sunny, beautiful out there, fantastic. Well, what's it got to do with me? Well, the thing is, Mark's left, his head's gone, he's gone to be a postman, and he's found the Lord. And we've got no guitarist, And I was like, oh right, okay, so you want me to come up with a couple of names for the guitar player for you? No, get your swimming trunks, you're coming with us. And I was like, all right, let me just have a bit of a think about that. No, they were like, don't be like that, what going on, all of us, all the lads are all going, all the lads. Then they started to play me the rehearsals and stuff, and they hadn't really done very much work. I mean, by the time the record was finished, they still hadn't really done very much work. I could tell really that they weren't going to take no for an answer, but the idea of going to Barbados at that time with Happy Mondays for 8 weeks, 10, 12 weeks was just absolutely terrifying. My son was just about to be born, and it was our first child, but they'd already had that worked out, and so we're going to get you a plane as soon as your missus goes into labour. Down tools, we'll get you a plane from the island to Miami, and then fly you from Miami back to Manchester. Now at that time I was really not really convinced that one of them could have got a pint of milk without getting arrested. So I wasn't really too convinced. There were two sort of gorillas stood at the door, kind of every time I looked round to make my exit. These two guys stood at the door like that. I'm sure they thought they were doing the right thing. And I actually knew these guys, but they weren't going to have no for an answer anyway. And I actually let them talk me into saying yes. So anyway, I went out the door and like, okay, problem solved. And I drove back, and I've driven for 20 minutes in a complete daze, thinking, what was that about? What the hell was that about? I think I've just joined Happy Mondays. And I got, as I say, about 100 metres from my house, and I just spun the car around like that. Handbrake turn, you know, burning rubber, put my foot right down, went straight back. And I could see there was no other cars about. So anyway, I went in there, and Sean opened the door, and I said, Sean, I don't know what I'm thinking. I can't go to Barbados with you, it's just impossible. I'm not the right man for the job, it's ridiculous. And he reacted like I'd left the band. Well, you can't do that. Well, after all this time, I'd been in the band about 25 minutes, and he laid such a guilt trip on me. It was worse than when I left the Smiths. To this day, I still feel really bad about it. Sorry about that, Sean. Could have been so good.